So this is a before look of the pickups before they're polished. Okay, so as a word of caution again, you do need to be careful because there's delicate electronics here and stuff like that. So if you felt like it, you could put like a little bit of something to keep some stuff going down there. Yes, this is some bare copper lead here, but again, we're not putting anything on this pickup that's going to be liquid in any way. So it's going to be just more or less just buffing the top of this. Again, I used to take a little bit of steel wool, just some fine steel wool, and just polish the tops of these just to get any kind of corrosion that was on here. But again, there is not really any rust or corrosion on this at any way. So I start with the thicker pad that uses the compound itself, and then I just buff it out. So let me go ahead and switch that. These stupid chucks are difficult to use, but they are way more reliable than a battery powered. All right, so again, wear eye protection. Be very careful when you're doing this. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. Okay? If these are like vintage pickups and whatever, and if these are gold or if they have silver or something like that and some kind of pickup cover, don't do that. I'm telling you, it will completely rip any kind of color, any kind of gold completely off of this. So this is only for just kind of like a bare pickup type deal like this. And that's just the way it is. So be very careful. I'm not taking any responsibility for you guys if you guys get hurt or if you screw it up. This is just how I do it. All right, so that's pretty good. And let me go ahead and start the other piece. All right. I'll actually turn the drill the other way. All right. Now let's look at the final result. That's the one that never got touched. This is the one that did. Is it a big difference? No. Who cares? This is why I do it. You can see the pole pieces are also very, very shiny, and these are not. So, again, it doesn't make a huge difference to a lot of people why I would do this, and I can actually go a little bit further because it's still a little hazy. But I think it just looks really good because once I put this up against it, it looks really nice because it's all nice and shiny and clean and stuff like that. And those pole pieces are completely polished and brand new. So if you also notice that there is no problem with these being filled up, they still have, there's no junk filled into them because again, there's nothing liquid that's going there. So anyways, I got to charge my phone, but that's how I do the pickups and you'll see them finished. Because I know some people are going to look at this as stupid and unnecessary step, I do want to put them side by side so you can really see. And it's almost difficult until you see the reflection in those pole pieces, how much different those pickups look. Up to you. Again, not absolutely necessary. I'm sure the magnets will sound just about the same. And the nuance will not be something you're going to recognize. But again, if I'm going to restore the guitar, I'm going to do it my way. There you go. So one of my little things is like to replace the single coil pickup cover with these little chrome covers, like Strat's pickups. This is just a kind of a dull original finish, and I just think this looks like it's not a big deal, but I did want to point something out. The leads that are on the sides to here, for the positive and the negative, they will touch this right here and it will short the pickup out. I had to find that out the hard way and I had to take apart the whole damn thing just to get those off. So what you need to do is if you are going to use some kind of a chrome other than just plastic guard on the top of this, make sure you put a little tiny piece of electrical tape over the top of that just to keep this from touching. You can use kind of really any tape you want, but just make sure that these don't touch the actual pickup cover because it will short out. There you go. Both pickups finished. Shiny and beautiful. See how reflective those pull pieces are? Very nice.